The Los Angeles Chargers have signed a very unique player, one who stands out from the usual roster moves. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So, what's so unusual about this? Well, the Chargers just brought in an international rugby star to fill a key position of need. This is part of the NFL's International Player Pathway Program, which gives teams the opportunity to sign international players, often from rugby, as part of a development initiative. Now, if you're not familiar with rugby, the sport shares several elements with football, especially when it comes to physicality. The shape of the ball is similar, though rugby balls are slightly larger. And while the rules may differ, both games involve a lot of running, hard hits, and strategy. The way they carry the ball is different too, but rugby players are known for their toughness. The player the Chargers signed is 6 feet 5 inches, weighs 250 pounds, and runs a 4.5-second 40-yard dash. That's pretty impressive, right? This could be a game changer for the team, as it's a rare move to sign a rugby player to a position like this. In the NFL, teams usually use the International Player Pathway Program to take a chance on a defensive lineman or a defensive end. This player, though, stands out. He's not your typical prospect. His size and athleticism make him someone to watch closely as he heads into camp. This could turn out to be a unique and exciting move for the Chargers. As for his name, it's Paya Jordan Patea, and I'm really curious to see how he performs through training camp. It's not every day you see a player with his background in the NFL, so this is one to keep an eye on. Now, let's shift gears for a moment and dive into a 7-round mock draft. I'm excited to show you what the Chargers could end up with if they go through the full draft process. It's definitely an interesting scenario. All right, let's enter the simulator. I've set it for a full 7-round mock draft. And right off the bat, look who's available. Luther Burden, a wide receiver ranked 14th by PFF. Let's see what the rest of the draft looks like and how the Chargers might end up stacking their roster. All right, let's dive into this mock draft. I'm all in. Let's check it out and see what we come up with. First pick, Luther Burden, wide receiver. Done. Now, I know last time I made a pick that didn't go over too well, so I'll try to do better this time. Next, I'm going with Cam. Okay, I hear you. People weren't happy with that last pick either. I get it. So now we're looking at Shamar Turner. Wow, this guy's impressive. But wait, hold on, Ayo. I'm going with Ayo. Wide receiver? Tight end? You name it, I'll take it. Crazy pick, but I'm liking this. Jared Wilson? Center. Done. No regrets here. I could do this all day. I might be ready to be a GM at this point. Now, let's move to the 4th round. Gunnar Helm is available. I could have passed on Ayo and taken Helm here, but you know what? I'm still happy with that pick. Let's stick with it. Then, we've got Barrett Carter, linebacker. And here's a solid pick, Willie Lannon. He's a guard if you need one, but I'm going with Carter. Linebacker's a need, and Carter's the guy for me. Now, wide receiver is looking like another good option, and I almost took a guard again. But no, I'm sticking with my pick, Connor Colby, guard from Iowa. You can never go wrong with an offensive lineman from Iowa. Round 6, another tight end? Maybe. But I'm really thinking about a defensive lineman here. Tonka Hemingway is my pick. A solid choice. And speaking of defenders, Curtis Rowe. I don't get why he's not getting more attention. He had a great season last year with the Indiana Hoosiers. He could be a steal. Now, I'm going to shake things up a little bit with a cornerback pick, Jalen Smith. I think he'd be a good fit for depth behind Asante Samuel. Gotta have that depth in the secondary. Okay, still 3 more picks to go. Let's grab a wide receiver from Florida, and now we're really rounding things out. 1 more guard pick just to finish things off. And as we wrap this up, look at the board. Linebacker, safety, edge rusher. Then we land on Johnny Walker. Great name, right? So, to recap, we've got Luther Burden at wide receiver, a solid tight end, and a center. Those first 3 picks are locked in. But you know what? I just realized I didn't grab a running back. Apologies there. That was a miss on my part. I wouldn't make a great GM if I left that out. All right, Let's take a look at my picks for the draft so far. Barrett Carter, linebacker, center, guard, defensive lineman, cornerback, wide receiver, edge rusher. Look at all these options. And here's the thing. This is the plan that Joe Ortiz laid out. He's got a ton of picks, including some comp picks, and he's going to use them to make this team better. Okay, hold up. Let me take a step back. I'm going to switch it up and do a 4-round draft this time. And yes, I'm getting a running back, all right? Let's all calm down. All right, back to it. First pick, Luther Burden again. I'm not straying from that. No Cam this time. I'm sticking to my plan. I'm going with Judkins in the 2nd round. But wait, the tight end I wanted isn't available? Dang it. Let's move on. Tate Ratledge, guard. Then Gunnar Helm in the next round. Boom, check it out. And now, they really want me to take this Jared Ivey guy, huh? All right, let's take a look. Wide receiver, running back, guard, tight end. It's all coming together. Now, I know people always say, we don't draft for need, but let's be real. Sometimes you have to. I mean, come on, doesn't every team draft to fill needs? But here's the thing with the Chargers. They're focused on the draft. This is where the real work happens. And man, I can't wait for the draft. There's this new energy every year, and it's one of the reasons football is so popular. You're constantly asking, where are we at? What's next? It's that excitement and uncertainty that gets everyone hyped. Then, you end up drafting a bunch of new players, young guys who might just change the game for the team. You never know. A 5th-round pick could make all the difference, like we saw last year with cornerbacks. We saw it with Ladd Mankey and Joe Alt. These were impact players, and they showed how valuable the draft can be. The draft is huge, and we all know it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you all in the next one.